Hello there, you beautiful people. VideoGamezYO here, aka the Pro Comp Champ, back with another DashFight character guide. As you can see on the screen, today we're going to be doing on Frost. Before I begin though, make sure you guys sub to DashFight, follow them on all of their socials for all things FGC related because they are doing the business, I will say. Be sure to also stick around till the end of the video to know which character will be coming next, and yeah, with that being said, let's get straight in there. So with no delay, we go straight on to the first section of the guide, which is going to be Frost's best and go-to buttons in each scenario. So as you can see, I've tagged some on the screen there. Just going to keep this one short and sweet. So to start off, we've got back front, which is her 11 frame mid attack. Got buffed from when she originally had it. I believe it was 20 frames or so. It's really slow. But now this mid also has a string to back her mid to up with a special, which is really good. Decent range, as you can see. Very decent range. Then we have the back 2, which is also a mid. I believe this is 17 frames. 19 frames, excuse me. As you can see, also very good range. Also has a string confirmed, which you can special cancel. Forward 2, also another long range button. This is a high, so do be careful. This can be ducked and down 2 can be punished with whatever string defender decides to use. Down 3 is your go-to anti-air button, one of the best anti-air buttons in the game. Fantastic way of stopping your opponent jumping excessively. Down 4, long range, as you can see again. Low poke, which gives some frame advantage on hit, which allows you to continue your offense. See, and her jump kick, I gave an honorable mention because it's one of the best jump kicks in the game, and can also be confirmed into her air dive kick move, which we will get onto in the specials section. Okay, moving on, we now have the variation section of the guide, so I'll be telling you guys which variations I think are good and which moves I think are good for specific scenarios. Thing is about Frost, I think she has very versatile loadouts, but these ones that I've selected 2, I believe are the most consistent and the best in my humble opinion. So for our first move, we have Ice Auger, a projectile which has very good range, very good recovery, very spammable. Also, the amplified does go through screen, which can be converted off of. Can obviously convert regularly, like so. Very nice chunk of damage there. But the main thing about Ice Auger is that it fills in the gaps with like 4 profitable strings, like standing on 3, standing on 3, 2, caution, Auger. Back 2 Auger rather than back 2 2, which is false blockable. Back 3 Auger, back 2 2 then false blockable, so on and so forth. Glacier Calving, which would be her anti-projectile barrier move, amplifies makes it go further and faster. Pretty self-explanatory. And Microburst is just going to be the bog standard launcher. Now I'm going to talk about Frost's essential game plan and the strengths of the character. So essentially, as you can probably tell from the things I've shown you so far, Frost excels at range. She's got very solid range. And because of this, she can, check people out of a lot of what they want to do at her effective range. And they can't really do much to battle that. Like this down 4 does a lot. Not many characters can contest this down 4. Really good range, and if you space it at max spacing, there is very little any character can do about it. Same with back 2, and as I said before, back 2 can counter into Auger as well for more pressure. Down 4 can also be countered into Auger. It doesn't combo, but it is space control. Auger on its own, like I said, very spammable, controls a lot of space. You can amplify it goes through space, and you can confirm off of it. So she has a lot of long range options, and if you can enforce those long range options and keep them out of your effective range, anything is possible with this character really. And adding on top of that the versatility of her variations and her moves, it just makes for a very dangerous character in the right hand. Moving swiftly on, we now have these strings that are the most useful in my opinion. She has quite a few, but I don't think all of them are as useful as the ones I have tagged. So to begin, we've got standing 1-3, which is just your standard 7-frame confirm. Can be specials like so. Just what I jump combo for some damage, like so. We've got back 1-2-1, which is the mid extension that I explained earlier. Back 1. This is -7 on block, so it is safe, but the second hit is special cancel, which I mentioned. Standing 2-2, just another hit from swing, like I said. However, the thing with this one is that it's +5 on block, the second hit. So if you can do things like, you know, and they block, and then you go for 2-2, then you're +5, which will mean you can check the mid, go for a throw, etc. Back 2-2-1-2. The string has a crushing blow and counter hit. Is an extension of the back I mentioned earlier. 3-4-4, another hit confirmable string, which is with a plus on block starter. Standing 3 is +4. And back 3-2 down 1, which is a low launcher, which can be Now moving on to the combo section of the guide. Going to be short and sweet again because combos with Frost are not too difficult. The routes aren't that complicated either, and it mainly depends on which launcher you decide to use. I have tagged them both on screen here, so Ice Auger and Microburst. Simple Ice Auger combo would be as follows: back 1-2, Amplified Auger, back 1-2, down forward to Blade Spin. Very simple, very good damage, good screen positioning if you want to zone. You can also swap Microburst in here for a little bit of a combo. Back 1-2, down back for Microburst, drop 2, back 2, down 1, standing 1, standing 1-2, down forward 2, Blade Spin. You can also combine both of them in the same combo. So, back 1-2, Microburst, back 2, 1-2, Ice Auger, back 1-2, Blade Spin for a bit of extra damage and screen positioning. So now we're going to go over her weaknesses, and honestly, as far as I can see, her weaknesses are that she doesn't have a good jab. As you can see, very poor range on her standing one. Very, very inconsistent. It is 7 frames, but it doesn't have the greatest range, so it's not good for punishing things that are like -8, -9 with a little bit of pushback, unfortunately. She also has quite low damage in comparison to other characters that are near the top of the tier list. Which does, you know, make her a little bit worse in that respect, because if you're trying to punish something, for example, if you have Ice Auger, you do a combo like this, it's only 25%, whereas some characters like Jackie could kill you for like 40% from a 9-frame mid instead of an 11-frame mid. So as far as I can see, damage is quite a big weakness of hers. But she makes up for that with her range and with her, you know, very, very good preference line with her long range buttons, which are very active. But yeah, so as far as weaknesses go, definitely her damage. But as far as anything else, I think she's pretty solid in all other areas. But yes, that will be all for the guide today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I know probably some of you are like, oh, VideoGamezYO's doing Frost. I actually do play quite a bit of Frost, so I was very excited to do this guide. I hope this has helped. Let me know what you think in the comments section, what I could have improved on, anything you would like to add. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. And yeah, be sure to check the description for a text version of everything I've just said in this guide. So if you would like to see that, please go to the description. Make sure you are subbing to DashFight, following them on Twitter, Twitch, or basically everything they have. Just follow them. Just do it. Great people. I've loved working with them, and I can't wait to work with them again in the future. Next character guide will be Cassie Cage. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you stay safe. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.